Now, in this video, I'm going to talk about 5 important relationships you should be building in the workplace. And the first relationship you should be building is a vertical relationship. Now, this is a relationship with your manager, your superior, anybody that is above you. You need somebody constantly mentoring you, pouring into you, and showing you the ropes, especially when you're new on the job. Always have a good relationship with that person. Some of them might not be easy to deal with. You might not always get a manager that you agree with or that you see eye to eye. But if you really want to learn and you want to grow, sometimes you might need to just look past that, get the knowledge that you need, and then move on. The next relationship you need to have is a horizontal relationship. Now, this is relationship between your team members. Team members can help you in more ways that you can imagine. For example, I got into an industry that I wasn't familiar with, but I always had this team member that I would run to, explain terms, things that I would find embarrassing to ask outside or to ask in a general team meeting. I'd be like, oh, can you just explain to me what this term means, explain to me what this means. You need those people, you need that relationship, and you need to be able to communicate properly to those people. The next relationship you need to have is a diagonal relationship. Now, these are cross-functional relationships. You're working in engineering, you're probably going to want to have relationships with somebody in product. You want to have relationships with somebody in sales. You want to have relationships with somebody in customer service, because everything, we're all working towards a common goal. There's a common organizational goal. There's somewhere that the business is going. So you need to be able to see each of those relationships as important. The next relationship you need to have is a peer network relationship. Now, this basically means you have a relationship with people in your industry, but are not necessarily working in the same team as you. You need to have those relationships for many reasons. They could tell you the industry average of what they are supposed to be paid for your role. They could tell you tips and tricks that have worked for them to succeed in their company that you can apply to your other company. I mean, don't share trade secrets, obviously, but of course, things that can help you in your role or in your day-to-day tasks. There was a time that I took up a role at a company that I wasn't even familiar with the industry, but I reached out to a couple of people on LinkedIn that I saw were doing great things in that industry, and I literally just asked for 30 minutes of their time, and they were willing and gracious enough to provide me with that time. From that meeting, I had like 3 pages worth of notes that I took down and that helped me to achieve my KPIs in that month. So I tell you, peer network relationships are great. Be a part of a community. If you're a product manager, be a part of product manager community. If you're a content person, be a part of content community. Be a part of communities where people are moving each other forward, where you can easily reach out for help or to ask for anything that you need. And the final relationship you need to have is a relationship with yourself. You need to be self-aware. You need to be able to be aware of your tendencies. What are you capable of doing? What are the things you're capable of saying? For some people, you have a short fuse. You're able to spark when somebody's giving you feedback. You don't take feedback well. You need to look at yourself, be very honest with where you are, and try to see how you can improve with that. You need to have this relationship with yourself, because if you're not honest with yourself, then you're not going to allow other people to be honest with you. So sometimes you need to take a step back. You hear feedback from 1, 2, 3, 4 people saying the same thing. It might be advisable to just step back and reevaluate your actions, reevaluate everything that you've done in the past few months. Sometimes not everybody is trying to witch hunt you. Sometimes they really do believe that you can be better. For example, I've had people tell me, oh, you said something that was not nice. I'm like, never. People don't judge you by your intentions. They judge you by your actions. They're seeing you every day. They're hearing what you're saying. And sometimes you might not intend to do the things that you're accused of, but it does come across that way. And these are things that you need to reevaluate and ask yourself, how can I be better in this regard? I hope this video helped you, and I see you in the next video.